Welcome back to MXOAN and to this magnificent circuit that's been prepared for the MX of African nations. Back into heat number 2 now for our ladies, and the gate's about to drop. Leah Haygate has been the lady to beat, but it's looking like Kayla Roth wants to go at it and go at it strong. She goes into second place, tucks in behind Haygate, and the two of them are going to try and get away from the rest of this field. It's a very strong field of lady riders.
Don't forget, Kayla's on a 125 two-stroke up against the 4-stroke of Leah Haygate. So on this very fast track, a bit of a disadvantage, but look how she's hanging in there. Leah Haygate's got her work cut out this time around because Kayla Roth looks like she's in for this one.
No, she's definitely not going to win to get away, and the Blue Crew rider certainly looking for a chance to get onto the top step of the podium as opposed to the second one. Good start coming out of Leanne Young. Nice one out of Bianca Pratt-Jones as well. We didn't see much of her in the first heat, but she's definitely up in the front end now for the second heat of racing.
Over the big double there for Leah Haygate. How is that? You have to be brave for that one. Bike number 11, Natasha Rugani. She's in third place behind Kayla Roth, holding off Jenna Bowling from Zambia. There she is on 42. Right behind her, Janka Pedersen on a 2-stroke KTM. Now, Janka comes from an off-road background, making a bit of a debut here in motocross. Oh, we've got a rider completely out of shape.
Janine du Toit, that was huge. Out the front door, and a massive crash there for the Botswanan rider. Unfortunately, she's down, probably going to be out with that one. No worries at all for the leader. She is just getting away. Haygate opening up a massive margin now over second place, Kayla Roth. Leanne Young getting a little bit of resurgence here in the second half of the second heat. And looking to come through as our down rider gets helped out by the medics. And Leah Haygate takes the victory.
I felt really good on the bike, and the track was amazing. It got really rough, but that was the best thing that could have happened for me. And without my team and everyone behind me, KTM and all of them, I don't think this would have been possible. So thank you to all our sponsors back home, my sponsors in SA, and my team that have been on the sidelines cheering me on so loud I could hear them through my helmet. It was just amazing. Great event, thank you.
A little bit of work on the track in between just to sort things out. Now the 50s are back on track, and the Botswanan contingent have a huge amount of 50cc riders. You can see on the sideline lots of support for South Africa and for the rest of the African contingents as well.
Jack is going to get things underway. 15 seconds, 5 seconds down at the gate, and they drop away, go the automatic. Believe it or not, they're automatic, these bikes. No gears for these lighties. Down through the muddy straight to keep the dust down. Listen to the crowd loving what they're seeing.
I think that was Lola Berry making the most noise there, looking to try and get the Botswanans to the front. But it's South Africa that's 1 and 2 and a big crash. Oh, that was a huge one.
Nathan Pedersen has gone down in a big way. Can't see from here. Hopefully he's going to be okay. But Nathan Pedersen on that first big jump got completely sideways.
That's a big pity there. Catching out with a couple of ruts that have now formed. Remember, these youngsters, they wouldn't have been out here until this second heat of racing, and there's certainly a lot of changes to the surface compared to when they were out here for the first time.
Out front, there's a huge dance going on between Neil van der Vyver and Jordan van Wyk, the two arch rivals in the South African National Series. Once again, Damon Garrell from Swaziland, great ride, and Andrea Mainhart in the mix as well on 14. Behind him, another South African rider, Thor Johnson, just to mention a great ride going on here by Josiah Walakumba from Uganda, just ahead of Julia Ferreira from Botswana. These little guys finding their way around the track. 42, that's Itai King from Zambia. Very slippery conditions in some of the corners. They've got to be very careful. And look at our leaders. They're amongst the lappers already. Van Wyk and Van der Vyver in reverse order, but Van Wyk is looking for a way past. This will be a turn up for the record books. Damon Garrell still there in third place. Andrea Mainhart in fourth. Oh, big dice there between Aiden Henley and Thor Johnson. The Zimbabwe dice continues unabated between Southern and Barrett, but the win will go the way of Jordan van Wyk. What a victory for this young man. South Africa 1 and 2. Onto the lights class, the MX85s. This is going to be one great race. Davin Cocker with a clear shot as he goes down in that first jump right over the side of the track into the tight right-hander. Doesn't use the berm, runs around the outside. Ooh, but up on the inside, Dalton Fenter straight away. Knows his way already. Don't forget he did win the first race.
A much better start from Mlimi and from Blake Young and Caleb Young. Ooh, out of shape there on some of the little ruts that have formed out there. It's going to be a tight one, there's no doubt about it. Fenter, though, is hanging on. Can Miguel Duval do anything about Dalton Fenter? And are we going to see Blake Young and Caleb Young get up there for Swaziland?
Jonathan Malimi, much better start this time around. Dylan Kirk, Swazi rider, also in there. Independent rider Leonard du Toit. Also a problem for Ayush Hedge from Botswana. Gets going again.
Six bike of Davin Cocker. He's in a bit of a fight here. but I think he is going to be pushed hard to the line. Cocker is looking for a victory and wants to take the overall in this class. Nice run there from Gabriel Peterson. Just behind him is Deka Kiara from Kenya, another one of the Kenyan riders who's looking for a chance to get into that top 10. What a battle at the front end. Looking forward to seeing who is actually going to finish up at the front of this race. And I can tell you it's not going to be an easy one. Dalton Fenter is getting away. And it looks like the only answer is coming out of Miguel Duval. I'm not quite sure what's happened to Cocker. Cocker seems to have fallen out of the wayside here and is not in contention for a win here.
Now Miguel Duval goes through. We're looking for there he is, Devin Cocker. Malini goes past Devin Cocker. Cocker is cruising. Look at that. Obviously a problem with his bike.
Cocker must have gone down somewhere and maybe done some damage on that machine, so that's going to be costly for the overall points.
He's cruising. Look at that. He's going a lap down to our leaders. It's Fenton, Duval, and Malini. 1, 2, 3.
Blake Young, Dylan Kirk, Leonard DeToy all sneaking through on him as well as the flag comes out. It's Dalton Fenter for the second win, Duval in second and Malini in third.
The track's quite nice and they did a good job for the flat ground. Yeah, and I'd just like to thank my sponsors, TRP, my mom and my dad for bringing me here.
MXOAN's in the house again. Hopefully that gate doesn't catch Ross Branch this time. Starting from almost the same place. 15-second board is up, 5-second board about to flick round. Stand by for those gates to drop, and action aplenty. Anthony Raynaud taking the wide line and going to try and cut across. Did it work out for him? No, he slots up into, I think, second or third place there. How's the start from Branch? Whoa, where are you going, Ross Branch? Fortunately, there was a berm there.
Jaden Ashwell from Zimbabwe, once again, a great start. As we see Dan Ray from Namibia go through there as well, just behind Vincent Crosby. Great to see all these riders, regional riders, coming to this fantastic event.
D'Artagnan Lobjoy from Botswana is up there as well, so look out for him starting to make his way to the front end rapidly on the 35. But I can tell you, MX1s have been incredible here today.
Ryan McDonnell from Zimbabwe as well, having a cruise there, having a big dice with Morris from Botswana.
Battle of the ones, and it's not the 15 that Wade Den was on earlier on. It's actually Jeff Den's bike. He had to climb on that because there was a problem in the start gate for his machine. Fortunately, there was a spare Suzuki handling, and Den now fighting with Ross Branch for the top 5.
Also a good start from Olivia Van P from Uganda, who he spoke to earlier. He's right up now into the top 10 of this race. Mbuki just ahead of him from Kenya.
A nice run from the Kenyan riders, and so good to see a massive contingent from all of the African nations here this weekend. So I think it looks good for African motocross in general and as a whole. But this man as a whole, looking for the whole shot, didn't quite get there, and now has to fight it hard. And all of a sudden he's in a chance with a bit of a three-way battle, not only with Wade Den, but now also with Raynaud.
Oh, massive,
that's huge.
Massive.
That was a huge one.
That's Don Ray from Namibia. Gets up and runs to find his bike. The marshals will help him very quickly. Ross Branch trying to come past on David Goosen through the whips. Oh, and Branch takes a massive tumble. That's got to hurt.
Now, that's knocked the wind out of him, that's for sure. Hopefully he's okay. He's just lying there for a bit, trying to catch his breath and get it back again. You can see the whoops are starting to become a bit of an issue here, as all of a sudden Mbuki starts to put some pressure onto Brad Peterson. Those guys all fighting hard.
Ross is up and running. Ross Branch has got back on after that massive crash. Got to take your hat off to him. But Jaden Ashwell from Zimbabwe, what a performance. David Goosen and Raynaud just behind them as they go amongst the lappers with Shafiq Sakito from Uganda.
Well, he's up and riding, and he's still got a chance of a top 5. That'll be an impressive stuff. Hasn't quite gone according to plan, but it has for Ashwell. He takes the win. Goosen in second and Raynaud in third.
I've been struggling a bit this year, but finally getting it together. And yeah, I couldn't do it without my parents, family back home keep supporting me. My sponsors, Leopac Transport, Fuchs Silkaleen, Musgrave Racing, and Cool Kids Customs. They made my bike look awesome.
The Thor Results Roundup proudly brings you all of the African nations' results. Neil van der Vyver taking it from Jordan van Wyk, Damon Garrell from Swaziland in third place, Maynard Johnson and Henley in the 50s. In the MX of Nations MX Lights, it's Dalton Fenter with the overall win on Miguel Duval, Blake Young, Davin Cocker, John O'Mlimi and Dylan Kirk. In the ladies, incredible run there from Leah Haygate, unbeaten. Kayla Roth in second, Natasha Rugani in third, Bowling Peterson and Bianca Pratt-Jones making up the top 6. And in the MX1 class, what a battle on track. Jaden Ashwell eventually winning things out over David Goosen, Anthony Raynaud, Ross Branch, Wade Den and D'Artagnan Lobjoy.